Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak Gobbledegook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves Gobbledegook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course.
Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking...
Lodgok is waiting.
Of course. I just want to check...
Revelio.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
A friend who speaks Gobbledegook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They describe repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak Gobbledegook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be Gobbledegook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read Gobbledegook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
Wingardium Leviosa. Books so rarely prepare one for reality.
Revelio.
A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple.
Revelio.
class.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Arresto momentum. Descendo. Levioso. Depulso. Accio.
I've read about mines like this, but seriously, something else altogether.
Accio. Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Well, this might be the best thing I've had in years. I mean it. I don't think I shall need to eat again till next week. Matter of time till Ragnarok's. You think this is funny? Let's get this. You find it? What's that shit?
Bombado. Defendo.
I won't rest. Dead.
Depulso.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
Descendo. I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. We're being watched. By a door. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. I should use disillusionment. That eye won't see a thing. Confringo! Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Revelio. Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans. Confringo!
Bound to be plans around here, some schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out.
Revelio.
Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
I'll be quiet. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Glacius. Arrest their momentum. Expelliarmus.
Put me down at once! I shall defeat you no matter how you shape it! I will make you pay.
Bombarda.
Think you're clever, don't you?
Glacius. Flipendo. Expelliarmus.
If I'm translating this correctly,
Revelio.
and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Repulsor. Accio.
One less keep your spells glance off of me. I won't rest until...
Descendo. Leviosa. Repulsor.
There!
You find it?
Descender!
Cover up, was that your best?
Leviosa. Accio. Defender.
Kill you when I get out of here!
Expelliarmus.
On the other ground now!
Confringo.
I should have missed you.
Oh, this really is too much. That's the
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more
Revelio.
complex than I had expected.
Confringo. Leviosa. Accio. Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Levioso! Lumos! Revelio. Lumos. Lumos!
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Rependo! Potato!
You hit me.
Confringo! Defendo! Bombarda!
You can't stop me.
Reparo! Levioso!
I won't rest until you.
Descendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Right not to be worried about you.
Levioso! Potato! Stupefy! Stupefy! Levioso!
Enough.
Repulsor! Rependo! Descendo! Accio! Descendo!
Let's get this over with.
Confringo! Bombarda! Defendo! Bombarda!
Rather unwise.
Potato!
Over here.
Arrest the momentum! Stupefy!
I will have my revenge!
Confringo! Defendo!
That's better.
Bombarda! Potato! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Descendo. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Yes, of course.
Leviosa! Flipendo! Revelio! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Compulso! Accio! Revelio! Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Hello, Hamura. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who'd set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Here I come.
Just run, of course.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on, and she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Revelio.
egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Defender! Levioso!
I wonder how many...
Revelio!
At least 10 usually.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. Reparo.
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance. Revelio.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step. Revelio.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a grub.
Or just raring for a fight.
Wait, what was that? Well, there's no turning back now. Watch out! Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Well, she isn't making it easy. It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken? Good thinking, but she'd still be able to smell you. Now, if we just hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True.
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. How could I have been so blind?
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that house spell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Expelliarmus! Defender! Bombard! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio! Opening all of these is tempting.
Revelio! Accio!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio!
This room is taller than it looks.
Confringo! Bombarda! Accio! Revelio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Levioso! Depulso! Accio! Potato! Stupid one! Levioso! Accio! Depulso! Descendo! Defender! Bombarda! Flipendo! Accio! Depulso! Confringo! Bombarda! Accio! Revelio! Accio!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Levioso! Accio! Depulso! Fringo! Potato! Bombarda! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
We've rid the world, all this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems.
Revelio.
Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Depulso! Accio!
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Depulso! Did you hear that?
Accio! We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Wingardium Leviosa.
There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Confringo! We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Bombarda! Depulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Descendo!
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio!
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Bombarda. Lumos. Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa.
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
I don't think learning the Imperious Curse is a good idea.
Really? But we've no idea what may lie ahead. But I shan't press you. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Findo. Descendo. Let's go. Revelio. Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio. Compulso. Leviosa. Descendo. Accio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Wingardium Leviosa.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Confringo.
Bombarda! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Cabalso!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Bombarda! Confringo! Accio! Depulso!
This catacomb is safe. Just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio!
That worked. Keep going.
Compulso! Levioso! Wingardium Leviosa! Compulso! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Cabalso!
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so intrigued with this place.
Leviosa! Descendo! Depulso! Accio! Stupid! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Arresto momentum! Glacier! Potato! Defender! Expelliarmus! Defender! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Potato! Glacier! Defender! Arresto momentum!
Glaciers! Arrest their momentum. Bombarda! Defender! Ringo! Expelliarmus! Arrest their momentum. Leviosa! Accio! Flipendo! Glacier! Arrest their momentum. Bombarda! Defender! For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio. Confringo. Accio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet. Revelio. Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle. Is that? Ominous. Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
I can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right.
Good. We're agreed.
I do think we should talk to him.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to...
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium.
You're not Ominous.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm sure... Go. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on. Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda. Bombarda. Flipendo. Confringo. Bombarda.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. Accio!
Lumos.
Accio!
Lumos. Lumos.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Revelio.
Compulso. Wingardium Leviosa.
Rickety Bone Bridge complete. Revelio.
Compulso.
Accio.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. No, this isn't good. Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Such
Oh, that was meant for me.
That's on.
We have to fight. Bombarder.
You almost had a lucky.
Not win here. Defender.
Mind!
Bombarder, that retreat. We'll make them retreat. Confringo.
Oh, stop provoking them.
I'm handling it.
Handling it. Get back down. Keep out the way. Boy, what have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while.
You may be right.
What was he thinking?
Pardon?
Why, Sebastian?
Revelio.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
Revelio.
I'll let you lead.
I'll be quiet.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
If only I could get my hands on Fig or that student. It won't be long now before we find another repository. We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it.
With a nice mushroom stew about now.
Revelio. Revelio.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we can fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
I've never seen a sword like it.
Revelio.
Oh, this day's gone on too slow.
You won't get away with that.
Just impressed.
Confringo!
It's me. You've got to your day.
That's no momentum.
You are postponing the inevitable. I can defeat you no matter how you shake me.
Arrest no momentum.
I shall avenge your death.
Oh, get away.
Glacius. Flipendo.
You call that spell casting?
You won't get away. I'll get you for this.
Accio. Stupid.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun. I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
Revelio.
Silent as a grave.
For better or for worse, we're in. This mine looks like a tomb.
Revelio was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo! Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Enjoy suffering, do you? I work best until you're dead. Put me down! Childish! No! I will make you pay.
How many Rambox loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Confringo! Revelio!
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Wingardium Leviosa! It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs. I'm really smash quality over it. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
That bridge has seen. Today's.
Confringo.
Perhaps we can mend the bridge to get across the chasm.
Bombarda. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Prepare. Bombarda! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Potato! Capulso! Levioso! Bombarda!
We've rid
Revelio!
the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists all but declared war.
Lumos!
Lumos! Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos.
Lumos!
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
You ought to come back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day. How nice of you to stop by.
The Poacher!
I'll help you.
Accio! Sendo! Defender! Bombarda! Defender! Almost! Expelliarmus! Glacier!
Think you're clever, don't you?
Confringo! Defender! Potato! Bombarda! Expelliarmus!
We're not finished yet.
Confringo! Capulso! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Defender! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacier! Defender! Levioso!
I will
Accio!
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly
Revelio.
of bravery, you know.
Confringo!
We can have a look around in peace.
Revelio! Confringo!
A rune symbol.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
These runes must be connected somehow. Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora. Sebastian,
Hopefully it
I
will
think I
help
found
to unravel
something.
more of this
A
mystery.
canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Revelio.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
Well, this is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moments of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.